Hey everyone, welcome to the Rooster Teeth Podcast. This week brought to you by Rooster Teeth's Last Laugh and ExpressVPN. I'm Gus.
I'm Gavin.
I'm Barbara.
Oh, I'm Geoff.
And I'm Gus.
What is your seasoning? If you had to pick a seasoning, what would it be?
Probably like cumin.
Rosemary.
I was gonna say cumin because it starts with cum.
Good one, good one.
I would probably say garlic powder.
Yeah? Not garlic salt. Garlic powder. You're
What's the
softer
difference?
than salt. Yeah. You're not as salty as salt. I get it.
What about you?
Jeff?
You haven't said one, Jeff.
I think I'm probably to rep a local business. I think I am the Tears of Joy Boot Jalokia habanero steak mix that I have.
You couldn't just pick an off-the-shelf one that everyone else is identifying with. You had to go like super specific.
His had to be an ad read.
Yeah. You got to
How much
support
you
local
get-
business, man. Times are tough. I mean, I can go to my kitchen and get some and bring it back. I don't know if I'm allowed to leave.
I think you should.
All right, I'll be right
Do
back.
it.
Yeah, go get it. You should go show us.
Is that
All right,
real
fuck
brick
you.
or a picture of a brick?
It's real.
Oh, I don't think the knocking on it told me anything, but sure.
Wouldn't have been surprised if Gus broke his knuckles just by knocking on the brick.
He's got weak, tiny knuckles too. They're not strong. They're not load-bearing knuckles.
Look at them.
They can't withstand the weight of a punch.
All right,
You guys want to
show
do the seasoning show and tell?
us your seasoning.
First off, here's the
Yeah!
Tony.
Oh yeah, I have
That
seen that,
Bob
yeah.
was talking about, as seen in every grocery store in America. Here's what I was talking about: Tears of Joy powdered fire. When you're in Austin, stop on it.
Put it,
Tears of Joy on
Jeff.
6th
Put it
Street.
in frame so we can see it, dude. It's like half cut
thought
off. There you go.
No.
There you go. You're good. You're good.
I could see it
All I
perfectly.
can see is my
I don't know what
and,
Gus is on
and
about.
while I'm at it, I recently discovered through my girlfriend Emily Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoning. I'm just
Oh,
throwing that in as a bonus. Nobody asked about that one, but it's good.
That's a really good one.
It is.
Fair play. What are you guys missing the most? Like, what can you not get hold of that you miss?
Toilet paper.
Human hugs from anybody but my boyfriend.
You want hugs from anybody but your boyfriend?
I
Let's let's clip that. Let's send that to Trevor.
Are you allowed to hug people if you're in a big bag? Like if I get in a big
bag or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, if I wrap myself in cellophane, can I come and hug you?
We should try it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know this is completely off topic, but Gavin, your camera looks really, really good.
I'll be honest, right? So I joked last week that I was gonna do this
Use
on
a
the Phantom.
DSLR.
No, I'm using the Phantom.
You have a $150,000 webcam.
Yeah, with like a $10,000 lens on the front. It honestly was not worth the joke. It took me like 45 minutes to set it up because it's like a professional movie camera. It doesn't have like HDMI and stuff, so I'm like SDI out, and some of it's powered by a battery, and some of it isn't. And no one is even gonna tell.
It looks really good though.
Barb
I
told
think it's worth
immediately.
it.
Shall I send a picture of my setup? I'm gonna Slack it
Yeah,
to
do it.
broadcast and see if they can.
Send that to Patrick and say, "Hey, this is working really well for Gav. Can we get this set up for everybody else at home?"
Yeah, my equipment requirements, please. One Phantom.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, I'm using my girlfriend's ring. Oh, that's beautiful.
That's my setup.
Gavin,
Jesus
it's so
Christ.
bright in that photo.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Is that how
and
bright
then-
it is in the room?
And you can see there's a cable coming down out of the camera to a monitor that's behind. It's like on the bottom of the screen that's showing the image with the light in front of it. So I can output HDMI from that monitor to the cam link. It sucks.
Oh my God,
Yeah, that's
dude.
the monitor.
Jesus.
I've been
Hey.
building out my bathroom and tweeting photos of my bathroom to
You have a
Gavin
bidet yet?
every day. No, I don't have a bidet, but there it is. I've added another toilet since this photo was taken, so I need to send you an
That looks
updated
like a
photo.
bidet, or is it just an automatic toilet?
It's a squatting toilet.
Also,
An
Gus, what's on
automatic
your
one.
face?
Yeah, who came on your chin? What's the cheers there for?
What is on your face?
It's sticky rice.
What? Yeah, sure it is. It's sticky, all right. That's the bathroom where Gus works.
Why do you have sticky
Oh god. Have we talked about how, Geoff, whenever we make plans, us three to hang out, you, me, and Gus, that Gus never goes?
We have not thought
I
about
went.
that.
You
went.
when?
I went even one time when you weren't there. I went there. I've been there several times. Don't even try to pull that with me.
The last 2 times he has not shown up.
The last 2 I have missed. All the times before that I attended, which was far more than 2.
But you miss it in a weird way. You're not like, oh, I'm not going to make it. You just, just ghost
no,
a lot of us.
The way I don't make it is I never say I'm going. It's like you, Gavin. I don't say no, but I just never say yes. Do you see how that is? Because that's exactly what you do, Gavin. So don't even try, because this is exactly the same thing you do. I just don't reply. I don't say yes and I don't say no. Doesn't that sound familiar? I think we've had this conversation before.
If I'm saying no by not saying no and just not going, I have nothing to do with the event. I'm not chiming in about days and times and stuff and then not going. Because you do that where you say, oh, Wednesday's good for me. I can't do Thursday. We all move our shit to Wednesday. Suddenly there's no Gus. Why don't we move it?
I never say it's good. I say it would be better.
Well, what's
That's
better?
the same thing. That's the same thing.
This time you definitely did.
When I go to an event, I don't affect the event in any way.
You affect it by not being there and making everyone sad.
So what were you guys doing? I'm curious. I know what Geoff was doing in April of 2003, but Gavin and Barbara, what were you guys doing in April of 2003?
You were busy trying to convince your parents you weren't a lesbian, right?
Yeah, I had my lesbian posters up. I had my beer poster up because drinking's cool when you're 14. I didn't drink, but I thought people will like me more if I've got a bunch of beer on a poster.
And it worked.
Yeah, I was in school. I was 14.
Yeah, Burnie said that he almost deleted my account a couple times thinking it was a fake account because he's like, why would girls be on our website?
That's like the ultimate treehouse mentality. He should have just written no girls and put a sign out front.
Burnie was the president of the He-Man Woman Haters Club.
Yep.
You know what's fucking really weird to me is that you guys my daughter is the same age as you both were when I met you.
Whoa.
So who's she gonna meet?
Tell me that.
It's fucking weird, right? It just popped into my head when I realized she's close to 15. Yeah. You guys are that is the god damn. That is a lot of time.
She was still terrified of me back then. Do you remember that? She wouldn't look at me, I think, for the first 7 years of her life.
Smart kid.
Very smart. She didn't want to be traumatized.
She would run away and hide and close her eyes.
Yeah,
what do you think it was about you? Do you think it was your
for the
face?
eyebrows?
Face,
it's right here.
Personality, demeanor,
The
Gus,
general
you slightly
frowning.
cut out a little bit, so all I heard was eyebrow.
Yeah. You heard it. I didn't cut out. You heard the entire thing. I just remembered something else. When we went to that Ralphie May show, it was at a comedy club, and the tables sat 4 people, and Geoff and I were by ourselves. So they sat us with 2 random people, and it was this man and this woman on a first date. So it was me and Geoff and this couple who were there to watch his comic on their first date, all sharing a table at a comedy club.
And what's worse is the table was, the way the stairs were set up, they were facing the stage, and you and I were in front of them facing them, so we had to turn our chairs around, and they had to watch the comedy show through us.
Yeah, it was not a great layout.
This makes me uncomfortable just hearing about that. I don't even know what you guys must have been feeling at that point, especially you guys.
It was fine by us. It was really awkward for them.
Yeah.
That's why I played Roll Up the Rim to Win at Tim Hortons in Canada. I got so many free coffees and donuts from that.
You gotta tell us what that is.
Roll Up the Rim.
It sounds like one of those Urban Dictionary sex acts. Roll up the rim.
Dude, where are my Canadians in the chat? They know what I'm talking about.
What was it? What did you have to do to win?
It's exactly what it sounds like. Roll up the rim. You had a coffee cup.
What do you mean? That's exactly what it sounds like.
You take an anus.
What do you think that is, Gus?
I don't know
what it is. You take an anus and you roll it in on itself as far as you can.
You try and see how much of your ass cheeks.
How much of your ass you can put in your ass?
In your ass. Yeah, exactly.
You would take a fucking coffee cup, you pieces of shit, and you would literally roll up the rim of the coffee cup, and it would say if you want something.
Like, so at what point does the coffee cup go in your ass?
If you win something. Because you get so excited that you need to.
How are you guys handling... Are you guys getting cabin fever? Are you getting out of the house at all? Are you going for walks, or are you going like to supply runs, or are you just
trying to go on walks every day? I honestly just feel very lucky in the situation that I'm in a place where I feel comfortable and I'm with someone who I don't hate.
Does Meg like her?
I was waiting for it.
I'll be honest. I've nothing has happened in my life since the last podcast.
Oh, really?
Absolutely nothing. I've got nothing.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys.
It's a good episode.
A nice couch.
All right. Listen.
He's gonna.
I knew that. I knew Gavin would bring this up because he wants to fucking joke about it. But last week I did this podcast with this couch, which, by the way, is a gray fabric pull-out bed couch. All right,
it's not black and leather.
It's not a creamy black leather couch that everyone was saying it was. Everyone's like, Barbara's got the casting couch behind her. He's got the casting couch.
But Gavin did ask you a question right before we got started about that couch.
Well, to be honest, Barbara, have you ever been railed on that couch?
That Answer the question, Barbara. The numbers, Mason.
I think she did.
Silently.
Do you come inside?
Oh wow, we are right out the gate. Oh my god.
So he's in a bit of an impasse because he's not just talking about an anonymous partner, he's talking specifically about Meg if he says this.
Yeah,
so then everybody's gonna know, and then they're gonna go to Meg.
He can't stop.
He's in a pickle. He cannot say.
I feel like you and I, Barbara, just try and ruin each other's day with our questions.
Wait, so Gen T ended in 2015.
Social distancing.
So what is the current gen? Because they're clearly not saying much yet. But what's the name of this gen?
It says Google says PlayStation 4. It says Generation Z, people born from
I think
greatest generation. Oh, that's 1901. I'm reading it backwards.
Gen Fortnite.
Yeah, so Gus had his webcam like this. Like, basically all we could see was the top of his head. This was his webcam.
And it was like a brick background. Like, it looked like he was doing, shitty at-home stand-up comedy.
And someone just responded to my tweet that says, why does Todd Womack look like he's in Ants? The movie.
He totally does.
I fucking lost it.
Oh, that's so good.
If ants were bald and white.
Well, so the other thing that looks so weird is he had his headphones on, and the further back he got, then whatever program was trying to replace the background kept taking out his ears.
Guys,
yeah,
I only write on English paper. It's from paper made from English trees.
Look, Blaine, I'm just talking about stuff that you can make food, Blaine, but I can't make milk that came out of a different country's cow, Blaine.
It's the same thing. The cow is not different just because you flew it to a different country.
It's eating different grass and feed,
right.
And it's being pasteurized in a different way. They're not adding the same shit. They're not adding weird extra hormone crap to it or something.
Bullshit. They do that everywhere. They do that everywhere.
No, I mean, they do that. But look, have a glass of English milk.
Okay, then give me one, Gavin.
I can't.
You can't.
The whole point,
That's the
Blaine.
problem.
If I
Do you think you can
milk
get some like
would it
flown
be-
to you? Like you
You
can probably
can't
get it
even
shipped
get
to you.
normal milk these days, guys.
Well, nobody's trying to get it from the UK.
I would watch the 40-degree sun come over and just bake it 24 hours a day. Not 24 hours. That doesn't make any sense.
Sorry, one more time in
12.
Fahrenheit.
40 degrees is cold, Gavin.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Celsius.
Yeah, he went Celsius. Yeah, that's.
Excelsius.
Oh my god! Speaking of which, so we did a video, because like we bitch about how cold the bathrooms in our office get, and Mariel was finally like, "I'm done. I'm getting one of those little like temperature guns, and I'm gonna figure." So many of the comments were like, "How dare you just only show the degrees in Fahrenheit? Like, get on board with the
I
rest
got
of
a
the world."
special guest over here.
Hey,
Hey!
Trevor, did you get my text?
We heard you before on the.
Yeah, we were
Hey,
playing
6
Let's Roll.
feet.
We're getting
Oh yeah,
rowdy.
he just texted. I didn't check, but yeah, he just texted me back. He
Hey,
says,
tell him
"Let's
to
roll."
Tell him to do the dogs thing. Tell him to do the dogs thing.
Do the dogs thing? What's that?
He released a video where he's like up on the camera talking about dogs.
Oh god.
Your video where you're talking about the dogs. Here it comes.
Ah!
He doesn't have the microphone.
All right, now,
Dogs.
all right,
Dogs.
now Barb, have him lie down on that couch.
Dutch.
Dutch.
Dutch is not one of those dogs.
No,
He's a good boy.
he's the best.
Have you seen this?
Also, Chad, I'd like to point out, as I often do, this map, which is the very.
Yeah, I know. I know, and that's why we got obliterated. But like, we were all raised to Fahrenheit, okay? Like, we didn't think about it. You're right. We
Well,
probably
the
should have.
whole point is that most of the world was, but they got rid of it. Like, it's not an American thing. It's like an old European thing. Sack it off. It's done. We're done with Fahrenheit.
We probably just quickly mention, in case anybody watching the show happened to not see the news, that RTX was postponed into September 5th to 7th, Labor Day weekend. So in case you did not hear the news, now you know. That is, of course, pending everything is safe and, good by that date. But we're assuming it should be. But yeah, these are the new dates.
It's gonna be like as if Christmas was delayed, so the anticipation builds more and more. And when I get there, I'm just gonna come all over the audience. No, I'm not gonna do that. I was just thinking.
When you were, I almost didn't make that comment because when you started, you were like that, and then you went with it. So
I was just remember
But-
the drunkest I've ever been in front of the Rooster Teeth audience was at RTX Sydney, and I remember I was at a bar and it was the community night or whatever, and I think Alana was DJing, and she let me hit the button to drop the bass, and I was so fucking drunk that it was like dig-a-dig, 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 dig-a-dig. Everyone was just like, yeah, and then Alana was like, you fucking missed it.
I'm Gus.
I'm Gavin.
I'm Barbara.
I didn't know who was gonna go next.
We're off to a great start.
Guess we missed you last week.
Yeah, sorry I couldn't make it. I don't know. Wasn't feeling up to it.
We can do
last
that.
week.
If we don't feel up to it, we can just not go.
Yeah, just like how you don't ever feel like responding to my calendar invites and then gaslighting me like you did. So I texted Gavin yesterday. I was like, hey, are you available for the podcast? And he's like, yeah, I responded to the calendar invite. I said, that's weird. It didn't update for me. And I went and I looked. And he's like, oh, wait, no, I lied. I never did.
Well, here's the thing. I was going through because Fiona threw a bunch of streaming stuff in the calendar. So I was just going through accepting it. And then I saw the Rooster Teeth podcast one. I was like, oh, I should accept that. Pressed accept. And then when I went to check again, I hadn't done it.
Yeah, I was getting ready to send you a screenshot. I had screenshotted the
Didn't
whole
go
thing to
through.
send it to you. Like, well, weird. On my side, it doesn't show for some reason.
Chris, what are you drinking?
Beer.
No, what's the other thing you just drank? Don't think I missed that.
Water.
No, Chris, there's something else.
Soup.
You're drinking.
What the?
You're just drinking soup out of a cardboard container.
Is that cold?
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold soup.
Don't drink. Is it meant to be cold? Is it gazpacho?
Well, like, is it
Tomato.
cold like it was in your fridge, or is it room temperature
in my
like it was in your
fridge.
cupboard?
It's
Chris,
So it's
terrible.
really
warm
cold.
it up, man. Warm it up.
But then I didn't have time.
Don't have to
I like how
then.
Chris tried to drink his soup while he wasn't on camera, but it cut back to everybody while he was finishing.
We had a bog brush, and it had like one of the little brush cups, but the residue at the bottom just rank.
Gavin, I'm sorry, I think you cut out there. Could you keep explaining what it was like?
Disgusted.
That's why you asked me in that first episode of Chump. In that first episode of Chump, I tried to tell you that thing was for cleaning those brushes, and that's why you asked immediately what goes into the bottom. Like, what happened? How do you clean it out?
Oh, gross.
It's
Is that if you got $1 million, would you drink that?
No. Well, yeah. I mean, you'd have to, right? But I don't think I can get it down.
How much of it though? Like an ounce, a cup? What are we talking?
Like the actual cup was like it was like a mug's worth. I couldn't get it down. I'd have to hold my nose.
You can't even think about it.
Disgusting. I would try for $1 million, but I would not. I wouldn't get it.
Chris,
Yeah,
did
it
you
sounds
steal
shady.
someone's dog?
No. Because a woman was there, and she was like, we talked, but it was from afar. We were like yelling at each other. So, but then there was paperwork that had all the instructions.
Was she yelling, "Give me my dog back"?
I like the idea of the first test you have with this dog is they stand over there with the dog, you stand over there, and then if the dog comes to you, then you can keep it.
Well, yeah. Well, I was just like, I hope I get a good one. I don't know. 'Cause I didn't know.
He walked in behind you, by the way. He's in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Booger.
Yeah. Do you think you could use human oil for like lube?
Well, why doesn't your own penis make its own?
Well, that's
oil
what
on the
pre-cum.
outside?
It's pre-cum.
Well, that's from the inside, though. That comes from
Like, why doesn't it just
internal.
go like?
Like, why doesn't it just secrete from the head?
And then you could be like, oh, my dick is so wet.
I'll tell you why
I don't
it
like this
doesn't.
conversation. I don't like this at all.
It's probably to avoid a certain type of sexual assault, because if the woman's wet, I mean, she's aroused too. So you kind of need both people to be in their proper sexual engage mode. Because if a guy got wet, then he could just slip right into whatever.
Well, I feel like, anyone who... This is a terrible conversation.
Yes, let's talk about something else.
I think the word with the most... I think I was talking about this on a recent off-topic, but the word with the most variance in what it can mean is bollocks. Because it can mean so many things depending on context.
Well, it doesn't mean like, oh, that's a load of bollocks. So like, that's a load of shit.
Like utter bollocks is bullshit. Like the bollocks is really good. The dog's bollocks. You've also got like a bollocking if you're getting told off.
A ball
like if you're
licking.
No, bollock.
Bollocking. Ball licking.
So I was getting
Also
a ball licking the other day.
or it could mean like, damn it, like, oh, bollocks.
And it also
Just
means like
applies
testicle,
in
right?
ways-
Bollocks?
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
your balls. Yeah, your ball sack. If I lived alone, I feel like all of my porn consumption would have to be in VR for, maximum effect. But it is weird, I guess, if you are in some other man. Wait,
What?
Like you're fucking someone in VR porn, but you're in the body of another man. Like you look down and it's not your dick, kind of thing.
Gavin, you
Is that
phrased
what you mean, or
so
you-
poorly.
The
or are you
phrasing
pegging?
was awful.
Yeah.
I think what he means is like, it's not your body and it's not your dick. I think that's what
Well-
he's getting.
Yeah, like that's
But
not
you're not
something
in
I've
a man.
experienced. No.
Let's do it.
Oh, that was nice. I like that little bit.
He just strummed the
It's a nice little strum. It was like someone walks into a room. Can you play it as I sit down? So it's like it was a part of my entrance.
Sure, like we came back from commercial to like a Saved by the
Yeah.
Bell episode.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand
Yeah.
over there, and when I sit down, it'll just
Here it comes.
That was quite good, I thought.
Oh, nice. That's pretty good.
I liked it.
Play a ditty for me.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm twerking.
I don't think guitar is the appropriate instrument for that, for
Nah.
that dance move.
I mean, you could probably do like a dead drop of the keys for a test drive, surely. Like just arrange where the car is and go and find it and drive it and then put it back.
What they should do is make a cold mailbox where they can put the keys in the mailbox. You just drive by, pick up the keys. They're nice and cold, ready to go.
Cold keys do sound nice.
Why does that sound nice?
I don't know. It's starting to get warm here. It's starting to get hot. It'd be nice to have like some cold keys in your pocket. You like reach, you're like,
don't you love it when your keys are cold?
Yeah, because they're
Like-
not usually cold. It's a nice little change.
Like things that are good cold, right? That aren't food. A pillow, maybe a pair of jeans on a hot day. Keys, though. Keys. I tried to go out in my back garden earlier just to get a bit of fresh air, and I had to come inside because a crow landed on my table, and I have this. There was a candle out there, but it hasn't been lit in ages, and now it's just the candle holder's just full of water. It's like a bowl of water. And a crow landed with a bit of bread and started dunking it.
What the fuck?
No.
in the candle, and it was like mugging me off with wet bread. So I just went inside.
So,
Oh.
so your crow was just enjoying a nice like Flanders special, just white bread with a glass of water for dipping.
Yeah, and I was watching it sort of thrash this soggy bread around, and I started gagging, and I was like nowhere is safe. I can't go anywhere.
You think
It's
you think
because-
that bird saw a video of you complaining about wet bread?
Do you think Michael sent that bird to you?
He paid it and tied bread to its face.
Did you know you can ask your phone to play a podcast? Like if you say like the thing that activates your phone and then say play Black Box Down, it'll start playing the latest episode.
Hey Siri, play Black Box Down.
Okay, Black Box Down podcast now playing.
But the thing is, what you've done there is you've turned everyone listening to this podcast. You've just ended it.
No,
probably.
because it only activates for my voice, my Hey Siri.
It's a load of
No,
shit. A load of
It
nonsense,
activates
Barbara.
it activates for all of them.
No, it doesn't. Try it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, go on then.
No,
not gonna
it's
work.
set up for your voice.
Yeah,
No,
put it
it's
up to your headphones again and see if Gus could do it.
Okay.
Hey Siri. It's different. It's coming into a headphone. It knows that it's not a real voice.
I get you. You cannot activate mine.
Nice
I can't even
try,
activate mine.
Sorola.
Here, watch. Hey Siri. Nothing.
What? That's not real.
It's your voice. It is. The Google one I think is different, but I think the Hey Siri one, you set it up with your voice.
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know about that. I
Let me
refuse to believe it.
get Trevor's phone in here.
Do it.
Yeah, we need to learn.
Let me see.
I
Let me
know
see
you
if
have
he's
to-
here. Trevor's here. We're arguing because
That's
Hi,
my
Trevor.
boss. That's my
that
boss.
is your
there.
boss. I'm.
Hey, that's my employee.
My boss.
We're basically arguing because I said the Hey Siri function is activated with your voice.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't activate my Hey Siri.
Right.
Like if I hold up both your phone and my phone, only your phone would get activated.
Oh, hey Siri.
I'm blown away by this. I'm blown away.
You didn't know that?
No way. I refuse.
And then
You do it.
yeah. Hey Siri.
Okay, but like, do an impression.
Do an impression.
Trevor, do a Barbara impression.
Trevor, do a Barbara impression.
I got this. Hold on. I want to make sure they both. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey, I'm sorry. Hey Siri. It got me though. Is that what it sound like? Here. You come down. You do me.
Okay, is this something normal?
Hello.
Hello.
How about hey Siri?
Hey Siri.
Yeah, just copy that.
Hey Siri.
Well, neither of them went off.
Hey Siri.
Oh,
Hey Siri.
It puts the lotion in the
Siri.
basket, Siri.
Can your phone tell that you're Jewish?
Gavin. Thanks, sweetness.
people keep commenting, or not keep. I've noticed a few comments where people keep asking if I keep saying keep, where people are asking if I have the like the beauty filter on Zoom for some reason, and we don't use Zoom for this podcast. I don't know why. I feel like I do look like weirdly smooth for some reason when we do this podcast. Some people say that I look like I'm drawn in or animated, and I don't know. I think it's just the intensity of the light. What if I turn the light off?
Yeah, someone said you look cell shaded last week.
Ah!
Oh god.
It's just this light over here.
You look great.
I could do that too. Hold on.
Oh god. Oh god.
How do I look?
You look great.
You look like
good,
me.
right?
Look like you opened the Ark of the Covenant.
Has anyone got any sunglasses?
I'm annoyed, guys. I'm super
Gus.
fucking annoyed.
Wow. How off-brand is this moment in time?
So we've talked about it before that I have to wear that CPAP when I go to sleep, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
If the
And-
power goes out, do you die?
No.
It's not a ventilator.
But there's parts on it that you have to replace, right? Like the mask. Every now and then you have to replace the tubing and whatnot. And like that stuff's covered by insurance, right? Obviously, it's a medical device. And our insurance changed at the beginning of this year, right? I'm sure you all are aware of that.
Yep.
Very much
aware.
And I got a call the other day from a number I didn't recognize. So, of course, I didn't answer it. But they kept calling back. So eventually I was like, fine, I guess I got to fucking pick up this phone. So I answered the phone, and it was the company that sends me the refills, right? Like all the shit that I need, the mask and all of those things.
Mhm.
And they were like, hey, listen, your insurance must have changed or something. We need, and now your new insurance is saying that your CPAP machine is not medically necessary, so they're not going to pay for anything. And I was like,
That's bad.
what? And they were like, well, what you need to do, they're like, don't worry, this happens all the time. You just need to call your doctor and tell them they need to fax us a certificate of medical necessity that proves that you need this. And I was like, why do I have to, isn't this something you all should do? They're like, no, don't worry, it happens all the time. Your doctor will know what to do. I was like, okay, I guess. So I call my doctor, and of course, guess what? My doctor's fucking busy. So
Yeah, no shit. I was just about to say, he probably has some other things he's handling right now.
After like 2 or 3 days of trying to get in touch with my doctor, eventually I get in touch with his office, and I'm talking to the woman who works the desk there, the woman who answered the phone. And I'm like, hey, I'm dealing with this company. They say my insurance company doesn't want to pay for my shit anymore. They said I need a certificate of medical necessity. Can you fax that to them? And the woman at the doctor's office was like, they told you to call us? They're supposed to call us, and they sent us a form, and we just sign it and send it back to them.
Wow.
I was like, okay, well, what's your fax number? So I said, let me at least get that. That way I can call the other company. So I get my doctor's fax number, and I call back the supplier. And I'm like, hey, you all told me I needed to call my doctor and get this certificate sent to you. And the person at the supply company I talked to was like, oh, no, we never do that. We always call the doctor directly ourselves.
What the fuck?
And so I was like, well, can you fax it to them? And can you get the information you need? And they're like, well, we don't have his fax number. I was like, oh, but I have it. I have his fax number. Here it is.
Just called it.
Long story short, Gus died, and this is his ghost.
Yep.
So I give them the fax number, and they're like, okay, don't worry. Yeah, we have the form. We'll send it to your doctor, no problem. Like 4 days went by, and I thought, I'd never heard any follow-up on this. I should call back just to make sure everything's okay.
God. I'm getting angry right now on your behalf, Gus.
So I call back the supplier, and I'm like, hey, I just wanted to follow up. Did you all fax that document to my doctor so he could sign it and send it back to you? And they're like, oh, what? No, we didn't do that. Were we supposed to do that? I was like, yeah.
Everything is all right.
Yeah, I was like, can I do anything to help this process?
Right.
And they were like,
my
don't worry,
God.
we're going to escalate it to a supervisor. The supervisor will make sure that we fax over the document and your doctor signs it and gets it sent back. That way you can breathe when you sleep.
That's a low priority, Gus. We'll get to it.
The reason I'm telling this story was I had set a reminder on my phone today to call them back and follow up, and I forgot. And just now when the podcast started, I remembered, shit, I was supposed to call them and follow up today. So for all I know, nothing still happened. It's been, I think it's been close to 2 weeks now that I've been dealing with this. So I gotta call him back tomorrow and be like, hey, did you fax a piece of paper on your desk to my doctor so he can sign it and fax it back to you? So I can get a fucking mask to breathe? Yeah, it's been great. Life's great. Everything's awesome. How are you guys?
How much time globally is wasted in circles between just like passing incorrect? It must cost like billions and billions of dollars.
And
in time.
Right. Absolutely.
Trevor just walked in naked.
You don't get to say that unless he's going to walk on camera.
He knows the podcast is on, right?
Oh, absolutely. He's definitely doing it intentionally.
Out.
And then he just opened my door and just stuck his naked ass out the door. Sorry.
Monday, starting Monday.
Why would you start the week on a Sunday?
The week starts on Sunday.
The week starts on Monday.
The week starts on Sunday.
To be fair, in America, it starts on Sunday for some reason.
Everyone in chat, tell us what day of the week does the week start on?
Hey, no. On your calendar.
No.
The first day.
People should, by the way, sign up for a free account at roosterteeth.com. That way you can chat with us and you can tell us what day of the week chat starts in. What day of the week the calendar starts in. It starts on Monday, John. Thank you for asking.
The actual calendar, at least in the United States, it goes Sunday to Saturday.
The calendar on my computer, which I use every day, starts on Monday.
You probably have a certain setting.
Calendar? Yeah, is your calendar following an American calendar or some other country's calendar?
Hey, calendar, what country are you following? How the fuck do I know? I'm in the United States. I assume it's following an American calendar.
No, I think you've set it to Monday, but by default on American calendars, it starts on Sunday.
Thank you.
Gavin is correct. I did go through the settings.
Sunday. It's
like Sunday, Monday.
Yeah. I understand that, like, when you work or go to school, like, you think of the week starting Monday because it's like, you got the weekend.
Yeah, you're right. What's that key word you just said there?
I know it's called the weekend. I get that.
So Monday is when it starts.
I'm not arguing the inconsistency in the semantics of the problem, but I'm just saying that in America, we start our week on Sunday, technically speaking. I understand it is. Like, I'm not arguing. I also think that that not using the metric system is dumb. Like, I am aware of that, but I have to just abide by what the norm is in the country I have, or else I'm the crazy person on a podcast saying the week starts on a Monday.
Okay,
you got it.
We killed chat. Chat, y'all can calm down. We got it.
No, I want to know every single person.
Everyone just type in butts.
No, don't do that.
Jack in the chat.
Jackie's losing it in chat right now, I think.
I can't moderate.
I have a dark secret sitting in a bag at
the
bottom of my pantry.
A secret in a bag.
Should we guess what it is? Should we take?
You want to guess what it is?
I know what it is.
Gus knows what it is?
Yeah.
How big is it?
Did I tell you?
No, I can totally. A bag in the bottom of your pantry is only one thing it can be.
It's replacement CPAP parts.
I'm just hoarding them. La, 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 la.
It's the fax machine from Gus's doctor's office.
What do you think it is?
If I had to guess, knowing you, John, and saying it's like a dark secret and it's in your pantry, I'm gonna guess it's some type of like cheat food, like something really sweet or unhealthy.
No, I'm very vocal about what cheat foods I have, and they come out on Sunday at the beginning of the week, and then they go away.
It's rotting potatoes.
No, it is not food.
Oh, it's not food. What do you think, Gavin?
What you doing, Gavin?
My headphones are running out of batteries, and I'm just gonna write them out.
Okay.
When you stop hearing us, you're done the podcast.
I like chat's guessing. You got like shiny shoes.
Sourdough starter.
Sourdough starter. It is not food based. Can anybody guess anything that's not food?
I think it's your old haircut.
Gavin Free guessed it.
What?
No.
So when I went,
what? Are you shitting me? Are you serious? You're not serious. You having a laugh? Are you messing with me?
No.
So
my mind is blown.
So
remember, no judgment. No judgment.
No judgment. I asked. when I went to Robert, my hairstylist, to get it cut, that
was so right.
I had a lot of hair. And he cut it all off, and it just made this mound. And he thought it'd be funny if he bagged it up and then sent me home with my bag of hair. And because of the world that we live and work in, I was like, there's at least a hint of a chance I could think of something to do with it that is disgusting and terrible for our company. The problem is I never came up with anything. I held on to it. And not only have I held on to it since I got the haircut, I've moved since then.
Oh,
It made it through a move and came with me from my previous apartment to my new apartment, where it found a new home in my pantry.
Okay.
I don't know. This is a random tangent, but I wanted to bring it up because I have a picture I wanted to show you. So I did something today, and I'm not advising it for this, but I had to go into the office to pick up mail that I accidentally had delivered there. We have a process at Rooster Teeth if you have to go in. We're not supposed to, but if you have to for emergency reasons, there's like a whole communication process. I was there for like 5 minutes tops. Just want to say that. But I went to the office. I went to the office to pick up some stuff, including some mail for inbox. But I took a picture in our bungalow. I have no idea who did this or why it is happening. But Shane, I sent you the picture. If you want to pull it up.
Oh, I want to see this.
I'm concerned already.
This was our office.
What am I looking at?
Our corner was completely emptied of any furniture, and there was just a bust with a shirt on in the dark in our office.
Why?
That is some true detective sociopathic shit.
It scared the shit out of me, and I was like, I don't know if this is a prank or if someone was filming something in here, but it was concerning.
It's like when you get a shirt in Animal Crossing, instead of putting it in storage, you put it on display, and it's just out there. It's like a disembodied torso wearing a shirt.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So I'm sure there's a reason behind it, but it was just funny to me. It's like, it's good garbage TV, but like if you're going to pick one or the other, Love Island is so much better. It's like leagues better.
Also, I don't really understand why the super attractive Instagram model girl keeps going for this kind of doofy looking Australian guy.
Weird looking like she's like obsessed with him.
Yeah, I mean he's kind of young and funny, but I feel like she could get anyone she wants, and that's who she goes for. It was very confusing.
Did you just say you don't understand how the hot model girl is going for the foreign dude who's funny? Did you just say that?
I actually did though, because you gotta.
Damn, fucking got him.
Yeah. Yeah, how does that happen? Wow.
Went for a pot to call black.
I get it now.
So thanks a bunch for the support, and we'll see you guys again next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.